stores or grocery stores. I deal a lot with the very small wine distributors, so I find really excellent family-run wineries, handmade, hand-harvested, very low production stuff. Wines that were actually made in the vineyards, not in a focus group. And so I really,
That's a good one.
you left that one. I really think that there's a litany of wines out there, and far too many people find it, or far too many people get into a rut. I only drink one type of wine, and that's it. Well, I have about 1,000 bottles of wine, different types from different regions, grapes you've never heard of, regions you've never heard of. With regards to my beer, I have a pretty wide beer selection. A lot of domestics. I actually have an entire aisle dedicated towards regional beers such as North, South, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida. Regional beers are becoming quite the thing, and so that is also part of the growler station. I have 8 taps available, and I usually dedicate 4 towards a regional beer, or 4 regional beers. We do tastings twice a month. The first Saturday of every month we have a wine tasting. Those are from 5 to 7. They are always free, they're always casual. And then the third Saturday of the month we have a beer tasting. In fact, we had a wine tasting last night. It was a ticketed event. It was our very first ticketed event. We had Valentina DeVita come in from Italy, and she presented her wines to a very select number of people. Also, Davino's helped with that, with putting up a charcuterie plate, which was excellent. So if you ever get a chance to go over there, they had just got done making some head cheese, so it was amazing. And you're like, ooh, head cheese. Now, and other drinks. Charleston is making a lot of mixers, which we carry. Sumter's making some Bloody Mary mix, and so we always try to carry, things that you can't find in grocery stores, such as ginger beers, like real ginger beer, things of that nature. So that's pretty much it. I am the employee. So if you come in saying, hey, the other guy said he's going to save something for me, I know you're lying. Which actually has happened. And that's about it. So it's a very simple concept. I liked Einstein's theory, keep it simple, stupid, and that's business model. So that's my 6 minutes and 4. Yes?
Can you tell us more about your future plans? It's about to happen.
I'm working with, or I'm working on getting a small kitchen put in the building so I can switch my license over to an on-premise, so that I can have a wine bar. It's going to be a concept where I will have the largest wine and beer list for a wine bar in town, because the retail side will be the wine list for the restaurant side. I live in Cottontown, and I have been there for 10 years now, and it's a seriously underserved area of town. Within a mile radius of my building, there are 3 people that make 7 figures, but we don't have a restaurant to walk to. And it's a very walkable neighborhood between Elmwood, Earlwood, Cottontown, and then the others like Eden Terrace and Oakwood. So it's a very seriously underserved area of town.
So it's a new route for the beer wagon.
Yes.
Just curious, I know there's strange alcohol laws in South Carolina, but do you have to buy through a distributor, or can you import directly from another country?
Using the 3-tier system, I have to use a distributor. It was just a thing put in place after Prohibition, and there's no way around it. So I can start my own importing company if I chose to, but if I wanted to sell it to myself, I'd have to pay someone else to sell it to myself.
There you go. All right. That's perfect.
I was going to say, since you're only 2 blocks from my house, do you have a burglar alarm on the building?
See a
I've never
hunched
had-
over
I've-
figure with a bag on his back.
And I kind of feel sorry about, not sorry, but I kind of feel weird about being up here because it's startups, and I've been operating for almost 2.5 years. And I've had one instance where someone stole something, and as he was leaving, I charged him for it. And he was like, what do you mean I owe you $2.19? I'm like, well, you have that beer in your pocket. So that's the only instance. The biggest problem I have had is the couple of doors down is a soup kitchen, and there's some unpleasantness with regards to that.
I wanted to say you've done a beautiful job on that building.
Thank you.
I grew up 2 blocks away, and it's been all kinds of stuff and run down and all. And you've made it look very good and added to the neighborhood. It should help economic development in the neighborhood.
Yes,
And if you drop your prices, the soup kitchen can buy a lot more from you.
I think they'll probably steer those people away from that.
Greg.
So I have a question, but first I have a comment. So we go there all the time. We live like 3 blocks away, and I think this business model of the tastings is freaking genius. I've told you that before, but I mean, you know, you give away a little bit of product, you create a great experience. There's always that transfer of knowledge, and then I don't think I've been to one of those things where I haven't walked out with like 6 bottles. So kudos to you. Talk about why you did this. Can you talk sort of the origins? So why did you decide to do a small, experiential, craft beer, unique wines? So why that route?
Okay. I had done distribution in the city for about 10 years, and I just saw the trend going towards box stores, grocery stores, even the independent little guys were still carrying things like Apothic and Bogle and, you know, just the same freaking wines over and over again. And so a situation came up where me and my wife had the opportunity to start the shop, and so we're like, let's do it. Let's, you know, we live in an area town where there's a lot of college graduates, there's a lot of post-grads, professors in the area, they've been other places, they want to experience those same experiences they had other places, but there's no real place in town to do it. And so we started the Vino Garage. And it's a place where people can come and get wines that, you know, when they were backpacking through Europe, you know, I worked in this little vineyard, which I actually have a customer who did this. They, you know, pay their way through Europe. He worked in vineyards. And he's like, oh yeah, we worked in Gigondas, and like, you know, can you give me one? So I did. I fully believe in customer service. You know, if you're looking for a particular bottle of wine, I will find it for you. If I can get it, I will get it for you.